Hey guys, gonna do a trade recap for this week. So first one we had on Monday was Nvidia. Did enter some 116 puts, and from the look of it on this 30-minute time frame, they would have done really well. But in the 5-minute time frame and just overall watching Nvidia that morning wasn't moving in the way that I wanted it to, and we were getting some pretty heavy support and kind of resistance against moving downwards. So I did end up taking a loss of 10% on those. My initial stop was -20, but again, since I didn't exactly love the way we were looking, I didn't want to hold those till my stop. I know some people in my Discord did, but I did not. So basically, thought process through that was we were not breaking above pre-market high on Monday. We were getting resistance at this 122 area, and this is initially where I entered Nvidia puts, was at the 6:30, I think around 6:40 a.m. I did enter puts, so 10 minutes after market open, but within this 5-minute time frame, if we take a look, I'm gonna have to go back. Give me a second. 1 second. Yeah, so if we take a look, back. Here we have it. So around this like 6:45, this is kind of where I initially entered Nvidia, because we weren't breaking above pre-market high. We were getting resistance, and then we did start to fall. But I did sell for a loss of -10% because of this choppy area. I was not liking the price action there, and I just didn't want to hold to my stop loss because the market easily could have turned around this day. So that was kind of what happened with that trade. The next trade was also on Monday, and these were some Mara 1250 puts. We'll go back to the 30-minute for this one. Yeah, so entered around, that's not what I meant to do. Entered here on this 7 a.m. candle. I don't think I held it for past 7:30. I believe I exited. I know I exited around this 1260, 1261 range. So again, initially Bitcoin, Mara trades with Bitcoin. Bitcoin was dropping, Coinbase, MSTR. So Mara was bound to drop. We were getting heavy resistance at that 13 range, and there you have it. That one was a pretty quick and easy trade for 20% gain. And then the next trade we had was QQQ. That was on Tuesday. So if we go back to Tuesday, now we're too far back. Anyways, Tuesday, so around this candle, this 8:39 a.m. candle, did enter some QQQ 475 calls. These were moving really quickly, so exited for around 25 to 35%, depending on what price you got in at. I exited for 35%, my runners. So entered around this 473 area, kind of reaching above 474. That is just a support level of mine. We were getting a nice push up. So yeah, again, these cons did move pretty quickly, but that was just my initial thought process. So the next trade taken was on Wednesday, March 19th, Broadcom. So entered around, I believe, 8:10. So in this candle, I believe I did exit. Yeah, so I did exit before 8:30 candle, so before this one. So initially we were holding above my 192 level right here, and obviously on the 30-minute it doesn't look like we got much, but on the 5-minute we did get a nice push up and sold those for around 20 to 30%, and those were the 195. Let me just make sure. 194 calls on Broadcom. So again, pushing up through that resistance at 192, lower 192 area, and pushing up almost into 193. And that's around where I sold was that 192.70, 192.80 area. So we actually did get a good move on those contracts, even though Broadcom didn't move too much. So that was nice. And then QQQ, there were also more trades given out by my analysts, but since I did not give those out, I'm not doing a recap on those. So the last trade for me was Thursday, March 20th. I was not giving out any trades Friday, which is today, just because there wasn't really great price action. I wasn't really liking too much. So this day, I believe I entered these QQQ calls. Let me see. The exact time was 6:40. So in this candle right here, obviously we got a massive nice push up. And they did move pretty quickly. I remember exiting for 70%. So those 481 calls on QQQ entered when we held above 479.50 area was my initial resistance level. Did end up pushing up and above that pretty quickly, so a couple people weren't able to enter just because of how quickly the contracts went, but callouts are slightly difficult to time. I know that. But yeah, so that was a nice trade to end kind of the week off. Since I wasn't trading today, I was watching the markets, but price action just wasn't really in my favor for trading. But yeah, so for me, I alerted 5 trades, hit 4 out of 5 of those trades. Nvidia fortunately would have hit, but that's all good. So that is my trade recap for this week. So if you guys have any questions, let me know, and make sure to join the Discord, Wall Street Trades. But